Folks, you are actually eligible to receive financial aid worth thousands of dollars this summer because there are currently several relief programs aimed to provide you with seniors and families with a lot of stimulus cash. Many Americans are already receiving this check in the bank, but there's a deadline to receive this payment, so you should hurry up and claim the missing money that you need to get. Now, folks, as inflation soars, just know this. Because in March, the nonpartisan group of the Senior Citizens League reported 45% of respondents said they had visited a food pantry or applied for SNAP in the past 12 months, and that number just grew from 20% in October of 2021. Mary Johnson told Fox News, "We are concerned that people are not equipped to deal with this, and the first thing people experience when inflation hits is a change at the grocery store." Nationwide, rising prices have squeezed household budgets and put extra strain on the nation's 56 million residents aged 65 and up, many of whom rely on fixed income and limited savings. For the 12% of older Americans who rely on Social Security, it's even harder to make ends meet, because the average monthly benefit pays just $1,700, which is a 5.9% increase, or $93 increase from last year. And $93 cannot get you anything nowadays in 2023. So what is the point of this? Well, here's what Joe Biden is saying. In cities, available relief is available to seniors that are experiencing financial struggles, and anyone in select California counties who are having trouble paying energy utility bills can apply for a program that will just give them some extra cash to cover the expenses. The program is the Home Energy Assistance Program, and it offers eligible residents of Sacramento County and some other cities in the state to help pay for their energy bills, and the payments are sent every 12 months and usually range from $300 to $600. The program is available to customers, and anybody who wants to heat their home using wood or propane or oil can purchase this and receive the payment. Now, seniors in Orange, Osceola, and Brevard County in Florida have more time to sign up for a program that could get them up to $6,000 in home upgrades. The safety upgrade money is through the Enhanced Home Care for the Elderly program, and it's used to purchase things that can make the lives of senior citizens better. And though the program is for eligible seniors, they can access up to $6,000 in home modifications, such as detection of oil or door opening detection alerts, as well as medical monitoring devices that track vitals and blood pressure. The deadline to apply has now been pushed to December 31st in this year. But so far, better than this is a guaranteed income program in New Jersey. It's to issue another one-time payment, and the payments will be worth as much as $250 and will go to recipients, and now the payment is decided to go out to these recipients on July. Now, half of these recipients receive payments twice a month, while the other half receive larger payments every 6 months. There is also a guaranteed income program in California, Los Angeles County. This is for anybody who is supposed to receive $1,000 over the course of 2 years. According to local news reports, these interested in applying can apply online using the city's website, and applicants must be at least 21 years and older and not turn 24 before September 1st, and the payment will be sent to your address.
Span of 2 years' time passed bipartisan infrastructure law, the Inflation Reduction Act, CHIPS and Science Act, and now we're starting to see we are reaching the implementation phase where people are seeing 35,000 infrastructure projects and shovels and grounds across the country, where we're seeing $490 billion in private sector investment coming back to the United States and reshoring of hundreds of thousands of manufacturing jobs in cities that had been hollowed out for generations. So people are just starting to see the impact of all of the successes of the last couple of years under this president's economic agenda. And now is when we're able to not only...
In 2021, that's for people 6 to 17 years old, and half of their credit was given in advance, plus in monthly payments to the families to help others throughout the year, and the other half was given as part of a household's tax refund. The household with pretty much no or low income was able to receive it for the first time. And though it can take years for the policy to have the tangible effects, the impact of the credit was pretty much very noticeable, very fast. And so I believe it's pretty much right for Joe Biden to send out another one. Don't you guys agree? Parents reported using the advance payments for household essentials like groceries, clothing, schools, and utilities. And despite worries from conservatives, researchers found no evidence that the policy discouraged people from going back to work. Instead, it probably motivated people to get back to work. The Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, everybody, said the success of the 2021 expansion showed us that child poverty rates are a policy choice, not inevitable. And Congress failed to renew the expansion in 2021, reverting the credit back to its former, less generous iteration. It's one of the reasons that families could see smaller tax refunds this year when they file their returns, because some tax credits have already implemented their own version of a child tax credit last year to make up for the difference. Still, without this expansion, everybody, millions of people fell back into poverty at the beginning of last year. It made many people broke, and it hurt so many households. But folks, here's a solution to this. One of the biggest sticking points is whether or not the expanded child tax credit has a work requirement attached to it. Because if it does, that could be beneficial to the ones that need it the most, and the ones that need stimulus fast. Opponents believe there should be some sort of work requirement, but everybody, here's what I'm saying about this. A ton of news about the fourth stimulus check, a ton of news about stimulus payments, a ton of news is here for you on stimulus checks. Joe Biden can do something about this. First of all, let's get into the most important news. It's that Social Security benefits, no matter what, play a major role for your retirement and for the older Americans especially. Now, there could be big changes on the horizon. Social Security is facing a shortfall. A shortfall that could be catastrophic, that is. The program is paying out more in benefits than it's receiving from taxes. If lawmakers don't find a solution soon, things could get nasty. There are several proposals on the table. Social Security benefits are funded primarily through payroll taxes. Workers pay into the program now, and the most of the money is paid out to the retirees. So let's not forget about that right now, though. These taxes are not even enough to pay out benefits in full. Just to cover Social Security, it has been dipping into its trust funds.
We'll have to start thinking about, at least, the looming debt limit deadline. Democrats' message: political brinksmanship could drive up costs for ordinary households. A recent analysis by the center-left think tank Third Way estimated that an actual default could result in the loss of 3 million jobs, a $20,000 drop in the average retirement savings, and a $130,000 increase in the cost of a mortgage. And Republicans argue this is all fear-mongering. House Budget Committee Chairman Jody Arrington tweeted, "Democrats and Republicans must seize this opportunity to rein in unsustainable spending and reorient the nation's fiscal trajectory before it is too late." Now, top Senate Republican Mitch McConnell was confident yesterday that the country would not face a financial crisis.
In the end, I think the important thing to remember is that America must never default on its debt. It never has and never will. But we'll end up in some kind of negotiation with the administration over what.
So both Democratic and Republican lawmakers, everybody, are negotiating on Americans receiving universal basic
stimulus check, which he decided to donate to the food bank. He created this fundraising page on the organization's website.
I know there are other people out there that got this money that they realize they don't really need to survive, that might be willing to do something similar.
Hatcher is.
I've not met a cop who likes a bad cop. There's bad in everything. There's lousy senators, there's lousy presidents, there's lousy doctors, there's lousy lawyers. No, I'm serious.